Hey, I think we're live. Yeah, weird. Mickey's not here. She's off gallivanting in Iceland or something.
What?
You love Iceland. I've never been there. I imagine at some point I'll be maybe taken there, but maybe not. Who knows? But at any rate, we're leading off the show tonight. So we have 3 acts tonight: us, and then the Upside Down Players, and then finally Get a Room. Get a Room and us switched because I don't know. I don't know if we're older than them physically, but we get so tired.
It's dark at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, and by the time we go on the show, I'm like,
it's crazy. Yeah. So anyway, so we're gonna do a show.
we're ramen on Sunday.
It says it down here on the thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. We're gonna do a show.
We're gonna do a show. Get a card. Cut the deck.
Oh,
Cut the deck.
yeah. We're using the Kim Kranz archetype cards.
And we're gonna. This is the suggestion.
Yeah. We're not asking you.
We're not asking you for a suggestion because we got it right here.
We're gonna take a suggestion from this deck. I'm gonna not throw them on the
Just
floor.
grab a card. What difference does it make? Just grab a card.
Oh, the sword.
The sword. That is the suggestion.
That's
the
our
sword.
suggestion.
Kim Kranz.
Kim Kranz.
Kim Kranz. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for that suggestion, Kim Kranz.
All right.
All right.
The sword.
I can't help it.
I know.
When Lancelot dies at the end, I just really kind of want to kill myself.
Okay. That's a little harsh reaction to a movie.
I know.
I don't mean to laugh.
I know it's extreme.
I know you get into this with books, you get into it with movies, you get into it with shows. What was that show we were watching the other day? And it was like, what was that?
30 Rock.
30 Rock. Okay, there were some very touching moments in 30 Rock.
I just love their friendship so much.
I know.
Makes me.
I know Jack and Liz Lemon.
Liz Lemon.
Yeah, I know.
There's just so much,
I know. It was my attempt to try and watch a happy show.
It's a happy show.
It is. It's joyous.
Tears are not just for sadness. I mean, for this they are. Like when Lancelot, you just.
I know. Yeah, that's horrible.
It was so sad. Every single time, I think it'll be different. It's not.
It's the same. It's a movie.
But not all tears are sad.
Not all tears are sad. Well, I guess I know I have moments when I'm listening to a great song.
Yeah.
Where I feel a little weepy.
Yeah.
Because it's so great. It's not a sad tear.
That Happy Day song, whatever it's called.
The what? Oh, Perfect Day, Lou Reed.
The Perfect Day song. That one always gets you.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad though.
I wish I could be more in touch with that side, I wish I could get the way you get about Lancelot. Just so I know what it feels like, because I don't get it.
You've had a big emotion. You mean you've had an emotion before?
Yeah, like when we had to put my dog down, Scoob.
Yeah.
But once in a lifetime?
What?
That's not useful.
That's an exaggeration. Once in a lifetime,
No,
right?
Maybe. I don't know. I just know that I'm watching it, and but I'm taken out of it because it's fiction. It's like it's not even. How can I get into it like you do?
You just have to drop the. I just drop the expectation that it's supposed to be anything but, and even fiction can feel, it's like I'm reading that book right now, Fairy Tale,
I know.
By Stephen King, and I'm having a hard time because I know that Radar's gonna die, and so I have to read slowly because I'm gonna get to that part.
And you're gonna hate Stephen King for killing Radar.
Well, no, because I think Radar's gonna either die of old age or she's gonna die protecting Charlie. But I'm like, I know it's coming and it's gonna gut me, and it doesn't matter that Radar is a fictional German Shepherd dog who has just been put on a sundial and youth, and she's young and she's gonna die, but none of that matters because it goes right to my guts.
Do we have any of those this is off topic, but do we have any of those Indian frozen meals?
Yeah, we bought some at Hannaford the other day.
You want to have that?
Yeah, for sure. Those are so good. Not as good as the Trader Joe.
The Trader Joe ones were the best. Trader Joe. I wish there was a Trader Joe around here.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Do you get upset when? Well, I know you do. I just don't know whether you get upset like when the book doesn't match the show. Like, I have a friend, at least one friend, I'm sure I have multiple friends on Facebook who are always ranting about when the book doesn't match the show or the show doesn't match the book, more likely.
So are you asking me, do I get upset when the book doesn't match
Well,
the
for
show
instance,
like I do when the movie doesn't match the book?
We were watching a show the other night, and you continually made references to what it was really. They were really. What show was that?
Oh, it happens all the time. I don't remember what show
Okay.
it was, though.
So that's what I'm talking about. It's like if it's in the book, it's really.
Yeah. Like Jason Bourne, for instance.
Yeah.
The movie was fine. I love Matt Damon.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Jason Bourne, one, much older than Matt Damon. Two, mentally unstable, should have killed himself. No way that he is doing what he did in the movie. It was wrong.
Right.
It was wrong. The real Jason Bourne was not Matt Damon.
Didn't somebody else take over for Jason Bourne?
Oh yeah, and then they did that. Then they made another. They made another guy. I don't even know. I don't remember. But I watched that.
I can see his face though. I can see his face.
That is upsetting.
Yeah.
That is upsetting.
When they do that, really? Like James Bond, they did it like 5 times.
Who cares about James Bond though? That is
at least that's entertaining. At least it's entertaining. It's just escapist entertainment.
No, I'm not hard attached to James Bond, so I can't speak to that.
Okay.
I can't speak to that. But Jason Bourne was a person. That was one person. James Bond is like an office or something. 007 is like an office. James Bond is like a person, and they went and they altered him and then they replaced him and made him a whole different person. And that's wrong.
Okay.
I'm getting a little flustered.
I know.
Upset
I know.
about
I
it.
know. I love that. I love it when you do that. I love getting you going on that stuff because you're passionate.
Well,
I lack the passion. I'm just like, okay.
you're passionate. You have passion.
I have. I'm sure I do on some level and with
You
some
just don't
things.
have oomph, like
I don't feel like I don't do.
oomph.
I sit back a lot and I don't do. You're doing all the time. And I have ideas about stuff I might want to do, but I don't do it. I could do it. I do stuff. Like today I was sitting around, I was just moping because I didn't have anything to do. And then somebody got a hold of me and asked me to do something and I did it. And that made me happy to be able to do something.
It lifted you out of your funkle dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's like I need external motivation to be a helper to somebody, whereas doing something on my own. I always wanted to be a writer. I love the idea of writing.
And you're a good writer.
I'm a pretty good writer.
Really?
I don't have anything I want to tell. Sure, I have stories, but I don't really have anything I want to tell.
Yes, great stories.
About great stories.
You do.
What's a great story I have?
Well, I can't
Thank you.
think
Exactly.
one right now.
No,
I
of
mean,
course you
under
can't.
pressure.
Of course you can't think of one right now. I don't have any great stories. I haven't done much in my whole life. You do stuff. You've been to Iceland twice.
Yeah, but just
You lived in
for the
Hawaii.
heck of it, and only because I had to live in Hawaii.
Whatever.
You grew up in Great Britain. You
Yeah.
lived in Germany.
Yeah.
You speak Russian.
Yeah. There was a time.
Yeah.
Well, when I took a cab, so in 1981, oh,
I was 11.
I was going to Germany. Because my parents lived in Germany. So I was going to Germany and I had just got out of Russian school for DLI for Air Force. And I got a Russian cab driver in New York City. I took a bus from Chattanooga, Tennessee up to New York City and I had to take a cab to the airport. I didn't have to, but I didn't know what else to do. Never having been in New York City before, I didn't know anything about subways. So I took a cab and I got a Russian cab driver and I spoke Russian with him. And he said I spoke Russian like a Russian who'd been in New York for 10 years. So at one time I would say, yeah, I spoke Russian fairly well, but 1981, 42 years ago.
I don't know. I was 11 though. See, that's a good story.
Well, I could, it could be embellished, and it could have more detail, and it would be a good story. But
King Arthur's just a good story.
But perhaps told best by Monty Python.
Or not, but maybe. I mean, does
I know
Lancelot in Monty Python? You know what this means. I mean, maybe I should be clear. He has two swords. He's
the two swords. I know.
ambidextrous with his swords.
Yeah.
So sad.
No, he's not that adept. Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad to be around someone a lot who has that kind of passion. So at least I can observe it.
I could pinch you and make you cry.
That wouldn't make me cry. It would just make me mad if it hurt too much.
I could bite your kneecap.
That tickles too much. I don't know.
Mm,
We need to find a new show to watch. I can tell you that.
yeah.
We haven't pulled up like a Scandinavian show recently.
Yeah.
What are you down about?
Well, I'm sad that like we're almost done with 30 Rock and it's been bad. I know the last
That really jumped
several
the shark.
seasons.
That show jumped the shark. And I'm on Reddit. Like I looked up, was like, when did 30 Rock jump the shark? Because I thought it had jumped the shark. And I forget when it was at that point, but it was like season 5 for me. Oh, when they started getting all the, every week was 2 or 3 guest appearances.
Yeah.
And I'm on Reddit, and there was a whole thread dedicated to 30 Rock jumping the shark. And most of the people were like, no, it kind of jumped the shark, but then it came back. And it's like, no, no, it still has moments, but season 6 and 7 are a waste.
Yeah, but it's gonna be over and that's sad. I hate it when shows end.
I love it when shows end.
Shows end and it's like a friend just died.
To me, it's like it's a door just open. Then I can like something else, something else.
Yeah, I'm just angry, you know? And my friends are gone. And even if we watch a show where there's the people who, the actors who played the people that I
Yeah,
wanted them to be,
yeah.
they show up in a new show. And I'm like, Liz Lemon doesn't do that. It pisses me off. I'm sure it has something to do with object impermanence from a childhood or something. It's just very upsetting. It takes me at least 3 shows to get into a new show.
Well, I can understand that, I guess. I can understand it intellectually. Well, like, how about like Julia Louis-Dreyfus? So she was great as Elaine on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Loved her. Excellent comedic actor.
And then Elaine goes and tries to be in other shows, and it's just not
And
the
she was
same.
in Veep, which was also a great
It's
performance.
okay.
No, you didn't even watch it. You watched the one
I
episode.
know because I wasn't thrilled with Elaine's performance as somebody
It
else.
was Julia Louis-Dreyfus. It wasn't Elaine.
But it doesn't make sense that it's her because it's actually Elaine. It just doesn't work. It's like I can't let go. It's very sad.
Oh, hang on. I got to go to the grocery store tomorrow because I want to pick up some more vitamin D and garlic pills.
Okay.
I just want to tell you that because I'll be going probably when you're in a session or something, and I'm gonna. So let me know if you need anything. Is essentially what I'm boiling that down to. Let me know if you need anything.
Well, right now I need a moment for my heart to catch up with what just happened because I was thinking about how I missed Elaine and Jerry when Seinfeld was over. And then you jumped over to the store and now I'm like, what does jumping the shark even mean? Because I really still don't get it. I love Jaws. I don't know why people say jump the shark because it makes me think that people are trying to jump over Jaws.
Well, this
I was
guy John Hine invented jumping the shark.
How do you invent jumping the shark? Did he go out and jump a shark?
No, Fonzie did in Happy Days,
I was 8.
and that's acknowledged.
Look what happened. I keep getting the
I know. I have it turned
fireworks.
off, and it came on the other day.
Gosh darn it.
Ugh, it's a good thing it's just us here. So, no, so Happy Days was a very popular show in the 70s, right?
Yes.
But they ran for too long, and apparently at some point, and I watched it when I was a kid, but I don't particularly remember the episode where Fonzie jumped the shark, but it was like set up on the street outside Al's probably, and then it was a tank with a shark in it, and he's a motorcycle guy, so
Yeah, I remember.
I don't even remember if he made it over or not. But at any rate, a lot of people acknowledged that as the place where Happy Days went south, and it was like it wasn't
Oh.
watchable anymore. And so John Hine, who's a regular on the Howard Stern show, by the way, now, not at that time, he created a website called Jump, I think it's Jumping the Shark or jumptheshark.com, where people could opine about when their particular shows jump the shark.
Oh.
When they just hit a point where it's like, so they got their great, oh, this is good. Oh, level out a little bit, and then
Tank.
Yeah,
Oh.
Shark Tank. Yeah.
Well, thanks for explaining it to me because I really always just had Jaws in my mind, and I love Jaws, and it
I know you
doesn't
love
matter.
Jaws. There's some new shark movies coming out too.
I don't even want to talk about it. I can barely watch a new shark movie.
I think one of them is supposed to be pretty good.
I
You don't have to watch any shark movies. That's fine. I love Jaws too. It's a great movie.
Jaws is the shark movie.
It is
the shark. And
yeah,
these new sharks are obviously cartoons.
Here we go. I don't know.
They're not real Jaws shark.
Right.
And
not a real mechanical shark. It's a CGI shark.
It's a computer generated shark. That's not right. That is messed up. Also, none of those movies are films. And Jaws was a film. It was a film.
Yeah.
With actors who could act. It was not an action movie fighting a cartoon shark.
No.
As much as I like Jason Statham. Joe Main. I love him. And that was a cartoon Megadeth shark, not a real shark, not shark, Jaws.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing to me.
But it's Jason Statham though.
Jason Statham needs to stay driving he just needs to keep driving the car.
Right.
Just drive the car because that's his job.
I don't know. I had
he's the transporter.
What was the movie where he had to get to an antidote or something?
Oh yeah.
And he had the ringtone that goes So I've had that as my ringtone ever since that movie because I thought it was the greatest ringtone of all time. What was that called though?
I don't know. It was disappointing.
I liked it.
Transporter trying to do something else. It's hard.
There you go. It's hard. Like, so everybody in your mind gets typecast as the first thing you see them in that you like.
Yeah.
How about Chloe Grace Moritz?
Oh, that's challenging.
Is that her name? Chloe Grace Moritz?
I think so. I didn't know her until that TV show thing that we watched.
Yeah. Where she played a Southern person.
And so now whenever I see her, it's like, who are you? How did you turn into a Russian whore?
Yeah, and then we find out she's in everything. Like she's in
30 Rock.
30 Rock. She's in that Equalizer.
The audience is talking to us.
No,
it's just Xander.
It's not just Xander. Xander's a very important person. Oh my God. Xander's more important than the audience.
That's for sure.
He's not more important than us. Well, except for the fact that I guess he could shut us down. So maybe he isn't more important.
You know what's really sad about Lancelot dying?
No.
I don't know that he ever went on to be in another movie. I think he just died that day.
Well, that's probably a good thing then. Because then you don't have to be disappointed by what he's doing in other movies.
Yeah. Hard to have a heart.
I imagine it is.
You're right.
I said at the front that I wish I could be more like that, but I don't want to be I hope I clarified that. I don't want to be like that all the time. I just want to be like that once so I could experience it, so I could know what it actually feels like. But I guess there's no way. I'll just continue to be an alien,
Robot.
a robot. I don't know. I'm gonna look for Lancelot, see if he's in anything else.
Should we get those Indian pillock veneers?
Yeah. You want to go get him started?
Yeah.
It's 350. No, 375.
75.
375.
And tear off the plastic.
Don't tear off the plastic. No. These stupid Indian things, they're all microwave instructions only. So we don't have a microwave. Dark. Lancelot. All right. Well, that was us. I am hosting tonight, so I don't know if Falky's going to join me for all the shows. Probably not, because, yeah. But anyway, I will see you at the next show, which starts in about 5 minutes. Yay!